Look at you guys, 3 people from NA going for NA team. It's a bit of a wonky draft, greedy, as you guys said, but I'm also still leaning a bit towards EG. I think their team fight is going to be a bit too much for IG to handle.
What is this? A game of some sort?
I sort of got to lean the way of IG here, though, I think. I do like what we saw the other day being shown potentially with this offlane Alchemist. I think IG is going to be another team that's going to be able to utilize it really, really well. And sure, that Arbed's puck is going to be amazing, but I've got high hopes for the performances from the Void Spirit. I think we're going to see some great movements from IG's side. Thank you very much, and without a doubt, it's going to be a very fun one to see. I mean, in particular, this support duo from EG, this Tide Pango. I mean, is it going to play out well? What are they going to be able to do with this?
All you have to do is survive through the laning stage. Like, just don't lose the lanes, and you will feel the power of these 2 supports, because they have no abilities that can stop the Rolling Thunder. They don't have like anything good against the Tide. I mean, if it's gonna be the first axe given to Void Spirit, which it should, this is like the timing you're looking for from IG, you can be the one using those silences to control the Tide, control the puck. Like, it's gonna be scary. I just don't want to see, what we've seen yesterday on the Storm Spirit axe given. He feeds 3 kills, kind of forces you to play a bit more aggressive because you want to give something back. But Emo, I think his performance has been stable throughout the DPC league as well. So, should be good.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see this sort of matchup between the 2. Arbed against Emo, both on incredibly aggressive heroes. See how things go in the lane. See who's able to make those first big moves. So, looking at some of the side lane setups that we do have, down bottom, RTZ on the Terrorblade, backed up by Fly. And it's mentioned on the panel, you are this incredibly high armor hero against the Acid Spray of JT. Do you think this is set up to be a pretty good lane for RTZ to get some farming?
Tide position 5 is not, the strongest. He consumes a lot of mana. I believe it was the first time I've seen like position 5 Tide lately. It was this exact same matchup. Poppy played it into Lion, and you just get mana drain level 2. You drain all of his mana, then you're pretty much useless as a position 5 Tide. They need to be able to survive through Terrorblade's meta, and whenever meta is down, they can play more aggressive, that's for sure. Alchemist damage should not be underestimated. 1 extra point in Unstable Concoction on top of the Acid Spray. Yeah, people should die. They should be able to go on a Tide Hunter. Terrorblade is not a hero that has high HP, has a high armor, so should be good standing in the Acid Spray, but still the right clicks and some spell damage, could do it.
Yeah, we'll see how much they are able to rush out. It's easy, that metamorphosis is about to come to an end, so again, going to fall back into that risky moment to play the lane as a melee hero. See up top, think we're going to have any difficulties for Fly on the safe lane Weaver, or should this be pretty much free farm against the Pango Beastmaster lane?
Playing into 2 melee heroes should be okay. They can kill the board. They have high burst damage coming from the Oracle, especially once Oracle hits that level 3. I want to see what the item build is going to be. Falcon Blade. Okay, probably Falcon Blade into Maelstrom. Concoction. That doesn't deal too much damage because it's physical. And you can see Tide Hunter sitting at 60 mana, has 2 healing cells. It's just there, he exists in the lane, but that's pretty much it.
Yes. I mean, I guess any sort of way of just taking the attention away from RTZ. That's going to be Fly's aim. And so walk in and out against the 2 of IG on the bottom lane.
Abed doing really good on a mid lane.
What is
I've seen this matchup so many times. Usually it's the Void Spirit who has a bit of an early advantage early on. And then, you struggle against that coil. The leash mechanic.
Bottom lane RTZ. He's going to get taken down. They catch him in the Acid Spray. Acid Spray and Concoction. And a little too low, RTZ. Not actually able to walk out in time, and Fly wasn't quite by his side. Fly was making the pull. RTZ just didn't get back far enough.
Tide Hunter can't really help you. You can use the Gush. That's pretty much it.
He's wrong.
Top lane, ice. Trying to go for Fly here with the help of Crit. They get the disarm, but the nuke comes out for the Purifying Flames. Find the trade though. Crit will manage to bring down Fly in return.
Oh, those slow. 100 move speed. The problem is Weaver went for 1-1-1 build, which gives them a bit more kill potential, but then your Shikuchi's level 1, 12-second cooldown ability. You use it once aggressively, they have enough slows to just bring you down. Need to be a bit more careful.
At bottom, going for the setup again here. Stun into Hex, Acid Spray, maxed out concoction here with the build-up. Arteezy's going to try and turn towards Kaka. Kaka's got the movement speed, he's into the trees. Again though, that's a lot of damage this combo onto Arteezy. Arteezy has to be cautious. He once again sits very low, does have a sound available. There's still got in fact 2 sounds between the 2 of them on the lane. Once there's sort of an extra point in this combo between the 2 of IG, Kaka and JT, they do pose a serious threat to Arteezy in this lane, despite the high armor the Terrorblade has.
Meta, but the Earth Spike will connect. Line, no HP, no mana. We'll try to get the pull off. No one's rotating mid. Like usually we see multiple heroes rotating mid, going for the runes to secure the bottles refilled for their mid laners. Not this time around. Everyone's just focusing on the lanes.
A lot of action already coming out from both side lanes. As top, Ice, the one to be falling a little further behind than any of the other cores so far. So obviously, another attempt here down bottom. Fly. He's going to step across to get the rune. He will manage to pick it up. JT and a bit of extra help from Emo. They were able to punish him for that. Another kills picked up for IG.
$34 CS on Puck, 28 on Void Spirit. Will refill the bottle on a mid lane. Coil, they need 1 CS, then they're gonna make the move.
Yeah, but the 3 of them, they can get that call. It depends how careful Emo's going to play. Is he watching the levels on Arbed? That's the question. 6 spin here. Arbed, he's actually going to be the one to get jumped on. Arbed will turn, drop the coil. Kaka's coming in from the side. As Emo falling low, still alive past the fairy fire, but it will finally go down. Hex out from Kaka onto Arbed. They'll get the trade, but EG, they find the 2. Double kill for Fly.
They were so ready for this. Like, they brought in numbers straight away. Void Spirit, he was like, yeah, I'm going in. As soon as I get that level 6, there's also an Observer Ward, which was scouting things out. They saw the rotation. They also got the D-Ward, Arcane Rune on the bottom. Puck will be out shortly. I think he's just going to wait there until Puck comes and refills. Like, just heals Fly, and that's going to be it. On the bottom lane, Arteezy, 25 CS, getting some levels, level 4. Like, they need to get some pressure off Arteezy. Emo
is ready to dive this. So Arteezy, yes, got to be very careful here. And he is hiding deep in the trees. TP back up, on its way over as Crip. Joined by the side of Arteezy, ready to try and push IG off the tower, allow Arteezy to continue farming down here. Spot him. There's the jump. They're getting in. Straight in onto Arteezy underneath the tower. He's gone. Nothing that Crit and Fly can do to stop that play as IG just dive in, take down Arteezy as Emo getting aggressive across the map.
Meanwhile, all that's happening, Oracle on the mid lane, collecting some XP. These are like very nice moves from IG. They're getting the most out of the map. Ice, getting closer to level 5. Not too leveled for this type of a game. Beaver 6.5, almost level 7.
See bottom, Fly, trying to set things up with the gush and the anchor smash.
Minus 13 armor.
That's a lot for the setup of the physical. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, this time the Dream Coil get them the kill. Arbed does still die. Holy, able to step up and nuke him down. Just like some of the last time we had the coil being used, they are killing off Emo, but they're losing heroes in return for it. Bottom lane, trying to go on to JT, but he's hit the 6.
Top lane
nearly
also
gets him.
Fly, diving Ice.
Is he going to want to go for this? No, he's not. He's going to hold back.
He already used the time lapse, so he's not going to be too aggressive, get himself in a bad position. Ice picking it out.
It's a little hard to do something about it. Tripple's going to head over with the Shikuchi Fly. Way out of there. See over towards the mid. Emo and found the catch again. Kaka. He's in with a hex stun into the Remnant.
Without merit.
A huge amount of lockdown against Arbed. They find that opening between the 2 of them. They'll have the follow-up. Fly already making the moves over towards Crit. Crit's got to run. Can't risk being in range of Kaka's catch.
Ice just got level 6. Ollie is level 6.5 on a position 5 Oracle 8 minutes in. Like, he's having a dream game. This is what happens when everyone dies. He's the one taking the kills, getting the solo XP. Pretty much the dream game for Oracle.
It really is. False promises not this early could cause issues for some of EG's moves, especially when you're towards Arbed. He's going to want to play aggressive. He's going to go for the solo smoke as he makes his way up towards the top lane, really wanting to use that Dream Coil to try and catch and kill Fly. See if they can set up on it. Also got the Roar. So Coil, Roar, you know, if they can get an initiation onto Fly, they should be able to get the job done. There's the jump. Get him. And with the DD, no trouble. Easily taken out, and now they can push onto the tower as well.
Yeah, it's just too much damage, but the rest of the team, they're connecting.
See if Kaka and Emo can get the catch on the back lines. But be a little cautious. Ravage is still available for Fly.
Yeah, both supports level 6 pre-10 minute mark, which is insane.
This is a little too hard for IG to jump in. So they're going to have to let EG take the tower. They don't want to try and commit into the Rolling Thunder and the Ravage. Especially with RTZ being around as well. Metamorphosis also available for the next fight if IG do try and take it to them. Get the bounty rune, will make some TP out in time. Over the mid, Emo popping the Remnant out to make sure that there won't be any chase from EG.
While all this was happening, Alchemist free farming, working towards that first Aghanim Scepter, which will be given to Void Spirit.
Gonna be a good timing on it. Again,
if you're looking for Radiant's
Void Spirit, an early Ags on Emo is going to be highly disruptive, especially when you consider, you know, Arbed is the putt, he wants to go for that Witchblade build. He isn't going to have any sort of items that will allow him to escape the silence. So they'll have to be incredibly cautious in the fights with Emo jumping in, having those 2 charges of Resonant Pulse. Mid lane, Arbed looking for the setup, they've got the follow-up. It's Crit, he's in with the Thunder, TP's coming in. Emo going to drop the Ravage to make sure that there's no chance for Emo to escape. Kill him out of the lane, give themselves the window to take down another tier 1 tower here as EG putting on some good early pressure.
This is exactly how EG needs to play. Like, their lineup is super strong, their team fight is much stronger than IG's, and now they popped the 2 ultis. I think Ravage was needed because Rolling Thunder would still connect, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah, maybe if anything, just in case there was going to be Ollie hiding in the trees with a false promise.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
While just making sure that he was able to cover the entirety of the area with the stun. Stop there from being any return fire from IG.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
IG, well, with a smoke up, Kaka. It's got the finger good to go. Find the setup, Crit. In position ready for any of these sort of movements, and as soon as he spots it, he's away with the swashbuckle. Kaka won't be able to catch it.
Just unfair.
EG, they know what's coming. They'll keep themselves out of harm's way. RTZ immediately back down towards the bottom. Start farming. They'll take himself a nice
casual
3 HP.
Thunder on the bottom lane. Now that really showed him. Forced him out of the lane. I remember back in the days. You know, that's something that you would do, Owen.
What do you mean?
Shadowblade, TB, Dagon Sunder.
No, it's Armlet TB.
Armlet TB?
Your Armlet drain your HP right down, and then you walk in with the Shadowblade and boom. Easy MMR.
But what about Dagon? You need Dagon, right?
No, well, I mean, if you get the money for it, for some reason, I don't ever seem to get to that point of the build. Goes to minus. Goes down here.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
It's easy, of course. Going for none of that this game. Yasha on his way out.
Yeah, I can't believe he's not going for the item build. It's just gonna be so much minus armor. Tide, maxing out the Gush.
Yep.
That's -7. You have 9 coming out from the Pangolier. Orb of Corrosion, and once Lucky Shot is maxed out, you can do the math if you want. Like the right click coming up from the Beastmaster, yeah, almost 20, -20 armor. And also TB on top of that, like the right clicks are gonna hurt a lot.
Absolutely. And just the fact that, whoa! Ice, ice, ice. To see ya. Holds fly in place. He's out. At the same time, JT has been found. They're in onto him. TP's coming over, but they won't be able to save JT. Ollie not able to make it in time.
Aghanim Scepter done on Void Spirit. He still does not have like a defensive tool for himself, working towards that Fuel Scepter, which is going to help quite a lot against the silences or just the duration during the coil if they don't lock him. He also has Ollie. We still have not seen a false promise, even though Oracle was level 6, 8 minutes in.
Hasn't really been too many sort of full-on team fights really at that point. EG getting away with taking these towers, IG opting not to return the aggression, and Fly still wants to really get that Maelstrom done before he gets stuck into any action. At this point, it's an offer to sort of incredible damage output is going to be needed, especially against players like Arteezy, even sort of Arbed, who's in your face, dropping the Dream Coil, and threat of the ultimates of EG is very much real for IG. They've got to be prepared to deal with these big team fight ults that EG are packing.
EG is ready to take a fight. SNY will be done on TB in the next minute. They will have Roar up, they will have Necro 3, Witchblade done on Puck, so EG will want to take a fight. Like, they have so much stronger team fight. Yeah, this looks so silly, you know. An Alchemist game, 10,000 net worth, Void Spirit, 15 minutes in, the second most farmed hero, 6.5k.
I mean, yeah, you would feel, as much as EG want to get something done, you would feel that with that sort of big boost to the Emo's farm, that IG do want to try and utilize the fact that they...
For sure, they still want to contest. They feel, position. We have abilities to control, like we have a Hex, we have this Void Spirit with the Aghanim Scepter, the two charges on the Silence. They also just finished the Maelstrom, so that's going to be the damage item that they need.
IG, we're going to have a smoke come out from them. He has got one. They want to try and set up for something around the mid. Maybe just trying to bait a little bit with Emo on the front. Arbed, he's not falling for it though. He's not coming in with the Dream Coil. He's keeping his cool. Does have an Arcane Rune ready for the next fight. Arbed.
This is a type of a game where Alchemist just gets one Aghanim Scepter. Like, Beaver doesn't really benefit that much from the item. Now lowering the cooldown. It's still potentially good, but I don't think he will want to get it. Most likely just wants to get some other items, tank up a bit, get some extra armor, because they have a lot of minus armor.
He's going to jump in, the finger comes down twice, that's not enough damage. Fly walks in for the side, drops the Ravage down. They're taking down Kaka, they'll be able to find Ollie as well. Roll from right side, comes down to Emo. The Rolling Thunder from Crit continues to control Firefly. Firefly, he's got it back home now with the Shikuchi. Emo's going to jump over himself.
Arteezy's coming.
Looking at what's with Crit, he's still alive. The concoction being brewed up by James Roach down onto Crit, finally falls. Time lapse from Flyflies, he's got to get out now. The Arteezy turning up, got the damage, Flyflies got to run. It's EG, they'll find 3, they'll only lose the 2 themselves.
Team fight is just too strong. They don't have the answer for Ravage. They do not have a single ability that can stop the Rolling Thunder. You can see Crit like just rolling, getting multiple hero stun. It was also a fight with Buck that had Arcane Rune, so it's like if you don't focus him down, JT, they're gonna find him. Blink. Have no abilities to stop the TP with. In that fight, Arteezy dealt like a couple of right clicks. That was pretty much it. So it was 4 versus 5. Yeah, you can see the Rolling Thunder.
Yeah,
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connections of Rolling Thunder. Then the Swashbuckle on 2, plus the Disarm.
Crit just getting a beautiful line throughout the center of that team fight.
Even without Ravage, even without their Rolling Thunder's back online. They're still gonna go inside the pit. Minus armor on Roche.
Okay.
Arteezy just trying to buy some space, buy some time with the TB illusion, but it seems like IG is aware of that.
Could try and go for a steal. It's falling low. Is he going to try and go in with the jump? He jumps more, but it's already been taken. As EG, they get the kill, they get the Aegis onto Arteezy. The connection out onto Crit, JT heading in with Crit 7 get out of the side with the Sword, with the Rolling Thunder. Crit this out. In fact, he's ready to turn back over towards Emo. Ice Ice sets up with the roar. Dual center. The silence there from Arbed as soon as he comes back down. Emo's taken out and Dream calls back up as Arbed, he gets the lockdown onto Fly, onto
still alive.
Kaka's getting low, Crit and Fly focusing down the line. They beat out Kaka. Fly and JT, they've got to run. The last two left alive as JT's chemical rage comes to an end. He's getting slowed down. EG, they'll chase him out, take him down as well. As EG, they take down 4, they get Roche, and they get that Aegis on RTZ. Of course, does get taken away. Still overall a huge team fight for EG.
That was such a big W for EG there. Once again, Crit, he survives, manages to control the Void Spirit, even with the Yule Scepter, even with all that tankiness coming off from the Aghanim Scepter, like, he still dies. Abed doing a very good job just controlling him. That's why this matchup, you know, in the laning stage should be Void Spirit favored, but that foil, it comes online. You just want to ruin his lane. Kaka has a Blink Dagger.
EG's lineup just being able to execute and have so much more potency in these team fight situations. A lot harder for IG to make the moves, and the gold does stand, you know, less than 1k difference in it. That's, yeah, there's definitely much more of a lead that EG really do have. You know, that number sort of messed with by the fact that there's an Alchemist on IG's side. 14-9, and with the way that EG's got through the early stages with their sort of the support duo, with this 5 tied, EG, they've absolutely gotten away with it, and the onus really is on IG to try and do something in return, as EG, they're playing with the advantage right now.
They're also ready on the bottom. Crit has a Blink Dagger. Silence.
Jumping onto Crit, and they've got the burst onto Arbed. Can they take him all the way down? They can. So they can go for Crit as well. Crit, he's going to have to deal with a full 5 with them, and they'll get him. Emo sets up for the 2. IG coming in at full force, diving behind that tier 2 to take down the both of them.
They kind of knew where they are. They also have placed Observer Ward behind the tower. So those like Blink Daggers when they try to jump out. There's some damage being dealt to tier 3 tower. Beastmaster did not want to commit with his Necro units.
Dire's top tower has some radiant shaped buttons. Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about
See where they want to head to next, EG. RTZ starting to bring in the mid lane with the illusions. So continue to pushing the high ground as well. As IG keeping their entire squad down on the bottom lane. Now TP starting to come back. Kaka is ready for the jump.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower
RTZ steps up yet again, but RTZ playing safe, steps back to the safety of Fly and Crit. They'll begin to smoke up, make the movement around towards the mid, and see if they can maybe find a setup. All ultimates ready to go again from EG. IG's got to be careful how they step forward here. As Crit is ready to roll things up, rolling things up, Blink closes the gap onto Emo. Ice has got the forward roar. It's another quick kill, quick pick off for EG. As Emo not quite ready for EG to be there, smoked up in position.
Crit is just having an extremely good game on the Bangle here.
Yeah, this Blink Dagger timing and the plays that he's been able to make, the plays that he was making before the Blink. Now that Blink's there, as we're seeing, just another thing that IG have got to be completely prepared for. No longer really where they can afford to send any of their cores out to push alone. Backup's always got to be there. Ollie's positioning, so important. He has to make sure he's there, standing behind the tower when his cores try and push out like that.
Ollie had a really good early game, got good levels, but doesn't feel like his influence in this game has been high. Blink Dagger on position 5 tied. Philosopher's Stone really helping out.
This sort of the double blinks, the arm and puck, it is going to make the game rather difficult for IG's backliners to find the perfect position. And both Ollie and Kaka will be jumped upon by one of these 3 heroes. IG, they've got to be the team to get the jump if they want to get away with a solid team fight win. They're going to attempt for it here. So they smoke up themselves. They can do, but again, all ultimates are available for EG. EG
Kaka
will take
needs to be careful.
Kaka, he's going to try and initiate onto Fly. See if they can burst him already though. Crit's coming from the side. They've dropped the Dream Core down onto Emo. Emo finds a bit of time for the self-kills. Fly trying to get the Ravage up. Fly now gets the Ravage through. The BKB's out on Fly side, but he's been brought. ISO speeding into it. Fly turns towards Fly, will take down the Tide. False promise. Keeps Emo healthy as Emo continues to try and move on. RTZ, he's dealing with JT on the backside. RTZ's illusions take down Ollie. RTZ's going to be able to continue to run down JT as JT can't escape this. RTZ's going to slowly beat him down, take the triple kill. Back over in the triangle. Emo, he's got to run. It's just down to him and Fly's had to get out of there on incredibly minimal HP. Emo tries to escape, and he will get out. Fly, he won't though. Arbed chases him down, finds him on the attempted escape, but again, EG, they'll have no trouble taking the team fight win.
Arteezy is so good, he gets a triple kill in a melee form with the Terror Blade. He just runs at them. The slow coming up from Reflection plus the Scotty is just too high. They can't run away. Also, one problem with IG's lineup right now is they don't have the frontliner. Like, they don't have anyone who can stand in the front line and just soak up some damage. But then again, there's a lot of issues right now for IG as well, because they have nothing to control the Tide with. He's pretty much always going to be able to get the Ravage off. They could potentially, you know, lock him down with the Hex, with the Finger, the double silence and everything. It's a 5 Tide, isn't that very tanky? But then again, you have nothing against the Pangolier. Every single time there is a team fight, Rolling Thunder, full duration, and he's getting closer to that level 15, extra 3 seconds. It's one of the best talents in the game for sure.
We'll see this again here at the end of it all. Emo able to TP out on the high ground. They couldn't find him, and they find everybody else. Arbed, because instantly the mass tip coming out to Flies. I think he assumed he was rather safe, as been able to break quite far away from the rest of the action. Arbed just persistent with the chase.
I was wondering why they, you know, were tipping Fever, because there had to be something funny happening, and the Swarm actually killed the Necro Book. So, yeah, that's how you die sometimes.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate way to go. Indeed, I was giving Arbed all the credit. Well, no, it's Ice that you got to thank for that. Minutes in, Bounty Runes, IG able to find themselves a couple, and still Network held very close.
A little something extra.
Team fights are rough though. And the Deso is done on Emo, but as we're seeing, it's got to be so prepared for getting jumped on. A lot of stuns, the lack of any sort of BKB on the Void Spirit could continue to make these fights rather difficult for him if Ollie's not able to get him with the saves.
Alchemist still wants to buy a second Aghanim Scepter. I just don't think, like, Fever is that hero. Like, Scepter cooldown is 20 seconds, Kaka getting caught once again. Alright, Owen, what do you think? AoE Finger for Lion?
I mean, I'm hoping for the Lion.
Possibly, like, Oracle's Aghanim Scepter is also a good upgrade.
It's gonna go Weaver, I think, right? Extra stats for Fly, if anything. Yeah. It goes to the Weaver, but we all would have loved to see the Ags Lion come into play. As JT's going to try and start the defense here, but Arteezy, Eagle Song, Scardy, SNY, he's a big boy. There's not a lot they can do to push him back. Tier 3 gets taken down. The Rax as well falling here to the damage and the illusions crit. He's ready to come in. Fly's got to put the BKB. Silence on to Arteezy. That's not going to be able to catch him and keep him in position. The rest of them, they're out there.
It's one of those decisions, like, we want to kill the barracks, but can we go in? We just use the Rolling Thunder. Arteezy, let's see if he tries to put in some damage on the melee barracks. Couple of right clicks, we'll finish it off.
They come in with the jump. Out straight away. In with the counter. Jumps in with the Ravage. Arteezy down the lane. Sunders Arbed. Keeps himself healthy. IG, they can't burst through it.
It's just like they were not on the same page. Like, they needed a bit of extra damage to be able to burst down the TB. He's like super tanky with the SNY. The status resistant kicks in. Plus Eye of Scotty on top of that. They get the barracks. Arteezy, he's like, I'm just gonna sunder whoever. Like, I'm gonna sunder whoever has any kind of HP. Don't care if you die. I just want to save myself. In the end, it works out. Next Roche will respawn in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Like, EG should be able to take another fight then. Ravage will be online.
These fights are just... I mean, when did it kind of get easier for IG's lineup?
It just doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah, at this stage, EG, with their execution and their lineup, it's a very, very tough game for IG.
Here I am, silent.
Invisibility.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
There it is as well. That
Radiant's middle tower
lovely
is
little
under
item for Arbed.
Look at Dire's
So the
bottom tower,
headband.
Jax.
It's a good one, you know. The cast range, the ability to break the coil is always going to be good. He also has an Eon disc,
Not every day you get to see Radiant's
which he
middle
didn't
tower
assemble yet, but in a team fight, I think you always going to have enough time to actually do it, because you have almost 2000
Dire's
HP.
top barracks has fallen.
20 seconds until Roshan. IG, they know something is up. They need to take a fight, like they would want to take a fight before the Ravage is up. I'm not sure if they can find any openings. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Barracks gone, PB Illusions will take care of that.
IG. Their best bet may just have to be to wait for the high ground defense. Time out on the map. EG with multiple ways to jump them. IG know it. Staying right back, Emo. He queuing up the BKB, he needs it. Finds impossible for him to show his face in. That's what the Bloodthorn done on Fly, so if they can focus down a target, it will have a serious amount of damage. Will it be enough though? These heroes so incredibly tanky right now.
For a moment, I saw Arteezy queuing up Yule's Scepter. I was like, what's going on?
I saw that, I was like, okay, is that the big brain play against the Bloodthorn? I mean, but no, he's back to queuing up a BKB.
IG holding the high ground.
We'll take that.
JT, so much value from the Trusted Shovel. Whenever you have Alchemist in the team, you pick up that Bounty Rune.
Oh yeah.
Extra value coming from it. They know. EG is pinging it out.
IG, they're going to try to jump JT. Back to Arteezy, over to the side though, the Dream Core is down. Quicksilver coming with the roll. He's getting taken out, low fly with a follow grounding. Ollie's got, Pocket's got as well. The rolling thunder continues to lock down Emo's. Emo's dead out again, they're going to call it. It's GG as EG with a fantastic start to the day here. This game one.
Radiant.
They're coming up with some fun stuff. The 5 tide, the 4 pango. And it looks brilliant. They just didn't know what to do.
EG managed to survive through the laning stage without too many casualties.